Hello, this is Spence, the evil genius from Widget Laboratory, here today with your tip of the day. Many of you have asked how you can have a multi-person video conference feature inside of your SocialGO site. You may also want to send video voicemail, or you might want to actually just share a video between you and another friend and be able to comment on it. Well, we've got a solution. It's free, it's available today, and it installs in your site in just a matter of minutes. It's called TokBox. TokBox. You can go to TokBox.com and get set up right now. When you do, you'll get to a profile page. In my particular case, I have my own unique URL, TokBox.com/evilg. Now, it allows you 3 ways to be reached. First of all, a voicemail could be sent to you along with video. Second of all, somebody could just simply instant message you. And third of all, they can send you a full-fledged request for video conference. You can have more than one person in the video conference. I believe you can have as many as 6 people at one time. Now, how can you install it in your site? Well, I've set up a little sample here on a site called Test Lab. I can set it up as the site administrator so that on every single page, all of my site members can reach me, the administrator. Maybe they need help. Maybe they want to talk to me. Maybe they want some information. Either way, that's the way for them to reach me individually. Now, any particular person on the site can also do the same. They can embed TokBox into their member profile page, and that means that anybody who wants to conference with them individually and show video back and forth can do it with them. It's really cool because there's no limit to how many people can participate, and also a person does not already need to be a member of TokBox in order to reach somebody who's hosting a TokBox page. Alright, how do we set it up as the site administrator? Very simple. All we want is that URL. Remember I told you that in my case it was TokBox.com/evilg? Well, if we go ahead and click on our SocialGO site and on the Launch Admin button, it'll take us to our admin page. From there, I can go on the Ads and Custom HTML link. Now let me show you something. If I wanted to just put this link in here, it'd be easy enough to do. I'm going to put it into the advert code section because when you do it says it will display at the top of every page. Now if I pasted the link by itself it wouldn't work, so I have to add a little HTML here and say ahref equals quote, then the link, end quote, and then I can say contact evilg on TokBox. I then put an end bracket there. And this particular little piece of code will be turned into an actual working link. When I click Save, I go back to my site and hit the reload button. When I do, you'll see that the link will appear at the top of every page. There's a little problem with this though. I just don't think that it's very visible to people. As you can tell, it's just a little black text and it's not really big, and even if I made the font bigger, it's just not really noticeable. Instead, let's put something that's a banner, something that's as wide as the page and has a little visual appeal. I happen to have prepared one, and I posted an image that's about 600 pixels wide, and I put it up on Sketch. You can actually post the image on your SocialGO network or anywhere that you can host an online image. And then what I did is I made that particular image into a link that goes again to my TokBox page. Notice that I used target equals quote _new, end quote. That will make sure that when somebody clicks on the link, it doesn't open in the same window, but pops up its own unique window. Click on Save. And now let's reload our main page. Cool thing here is, once it reloads, we've got a nice little banner. Best part is that no matter which page we're on, it shows pretty prominently. If anybody wants to reach me, they can now click on this banner and it takes them to a new window that opens up my TokBox profile page. This is where the magic begins. At this point, they can communicate with me via a video conference, a voice or video mail, or an instant message. Now, this particular way of conferencing with me will happen off of my SocialGO network. It's completely private and it has nothing that will be displayed to other people. Yet, if I wish, I can also add in friends. All I need to do to add in friends is just to give them that same URL and they can join into the conference. Watch what happens. I'm going to show you how a video conference comes in from another computer that I have here. It won't show the image of the face, but it'll give you an idea. When somebody tries to reach me, my TokBox notification will pop and I can accept the call. When somebody calls me, I can see their window to the right and I'm to the left. Now, we can chat as normal. Hi, how are you? How can I help? Or I can go ahead and put in a link, such as go to. It'll be a live link. But the really cool thing here is that I can add in other people. Now, if I wanted to invite some friends to this conference because I was doing something very unique, I can click on Twitter. If I happen to have a Twitter feed, I can just give this link out and that will send them to my page. Or I could just use the share URL right here. This is the actual call that we're in at the moment. That means that I can invite 1, 2, 3, 4, as many friends as I want that'll fit in. I can also just add them in from my friends list. So if I have a predefined list of friends that I want to call all the time to give a video conference to, I can just go ahead and click on their names right here. Now, in this particular case, let's say a bunch of friends came over. If I wanted to show them something unique, like a YouTube video, I can do that. All I got to do is grab the URL and paste it in. Watch what happens. When I do, we can watch the YouTube video at the same time. If I click on pause, it pauses for everybody. Anybody in the video conference can actually start and stop the video or add their own. It's very contagious. I'll show you a little clip here about what fun you can have when you're watching a funny video.
Oh my. Well, I'm dead ass serious right now.
Love this
Dick will
video.
that you slap somebody here, and I got the t-shirt to prove it. How? So y'all check it out. Bow, bow, all up in you. Y'all got to wear this new t-shirt for the summer. Now, y'all ever done
Now,
got some
besides the video chat feature, there's also a video mail feature. If I click on video mail, I can send a message to the recipient. So in this case, if I'm the customer trying to reach you, I can go ahead and reach you with my information and personal information, even if you're not there. Click on record. Hey, it's Spence. I had a question about your website, but you weren't around. Can you call me? My number's ABCDEFG. Thanks, bye. If I click on send, I can send it to that person using the particular email address that I've put in and say, hi, please help. When they get it, it'll show up in their dashboard and they can respond to you in kind. Now lastly, I can just use the instant message feature. That's plain old regular instant message. Hi, can you help me? When they get that, there's going to be a little similar dialog box such as this. This will pop up on their end. So in my case, I can say, sure, what's up? This is all in real time, and it's incredibly powerful because TokBox has an entire network set up dedicated to just doing these kinds of features. Now, how can we set it up so that not only you as the site administrator can have this function, but that your members can use it as well? Well, there's the embed feature. Remember I told you about that. If I wanted to go ahead and put this on my particular member profile page, I click on embed. When I do, I can go ahead and set up different sizes here. I could do a large one, a small one, or a custom one. In this case, the large one has a pretty good size, and I can decide to even add a text message box at the bottom. If I wanted, I can also show the list of all my friends or leave it off. Once I've decided on the format, I click on Add to my site. From that point, I can grab the embed code, copy it, and now I just go back to my profile on Test Lab. This again is what your members are going to be doing. If they wish, they could just easily put it into the top of their wall. That's probably the best place to put it, or they could do a blog post about it. If they put it into their wall, they just click paste and post. When they do, they're going to have to go ahead and hit the reload button. And when they're done, they'll have an actual, fully functioning, embedded video chat and conference feature so that whenever somebody comes to their particular profile page, they'll be able to reach this person when they're online or off. Here I am again. Now, one thing to remember, when you embed this, it takes a little time to load. That's one of the reasons that we prefer that you put in a link method instead. So the members could just go ahead and do what we did on the main page using a banner or an image and then use the link. That will definitely prevent them from having a big delay every time somebody comes to their page. Now, Twitter has one last feature. It's a standalone desktop. This is an Adobe Air application, and it looks just like this. Anybody who's used Skype or AOL or Yahoo or Gmail knows that there's plenty of similar applications out there. The cool thing about this is that it allows you to basically keep a list of all your friends who are using this particular feature. And in that way, you can have a group of individuals who constantly reach each other, have communication, have fun, and interact through your social network. This has been a very simple example of how to use TokBox on your SocialGO network. We look forward to giving you more tips of the day on WidgetLaboratory.com.